Hi everybody, this is Rose of Sharon and I'm back again with another movie review. I know this movie has been out for a long time, but when it first arrived on the silver screen, I wasn't old enough to actually appreciate it. I've seen the musical. I love the musical. The musical is outstanding. If you don't know what film I'm talking about the cult classic Heathers. And this was the movie in which Winona Ryder makes her debut, and holy crud, she is absolutely tremendous as an actress playing Veronica. And we can see why she's become such an accomplished actress over the years. She does it with such aplomb. It's not even a question whether she can act or not. No, she can, and she's so consummate. There's no doubt in my mind that she would grow into just this absolutely unbelievably fantastic actress later on. Well, she was to begin with. And then we have a very young Christian Slater playing the role of JD. And I am so intrigued. I hated high school, mind you, but I'm so intrigued with this idea of human psychology, and it's actually a movie of our time. It just shows how popularity really works and what people say when you lose somebody. There's just so much phoniness to it, and I know this from experience, but there are those who are sincere in how they feel about when somebody actually dies. So in this case, it's a little bit different. And I won't go into the reasons why because it'll give away huge plot points. But it's intriguing just to see how much of a disconnect there is between the adults and the children, and how they don't really seem to act like adults. They seem to act more like they are supervising them, or or they are just some presence. And JD's father, he's a real character. He's definitely a piece of work, and there's a saying that goes like father like son, and you'll see why this holds true. And it just goes into the whole cycle of abuse sort of trope, and I think there's a lot of unsavory, tragic truth that goes into that, and the cycle needs to be caught. There are red flags that are always visible even if someone doesn't see it, and just the way that they speak to one another, it's a dead giveaway that something's not right in the home. And you learn more about his origin, and he never stays in one place too long, and it's very interesting. I had never seen it before, and I love the musical. The musical is just outstanding. It's one of my favorite musicals of all time right now. I was kind of leery when I heard it was going to become a musical. I thought, wait a minute, I haven't seen the film, so I don't really, I know the plot. At the time when I heard that the musical was coming, I was very familiarized with all that. And then I saw it, the animatic, and all the people that were involved with it. By the way, kudos to the people who did the animatic. I think they deserve a reward. It's just fantastic. Is nothing short of just unbelievably good, and the songs in it are just marvelous. They really, really are. And it's not cliched like you think it would be. It shows a problem for what it really is. And even in this day and age, it's not going away, and it seems to be getting worse and worse and worse. And it's funny how death can really shift the scales, and especially in this case. And you think, well, it was supposed to correct a problem instead of actually exacerbating that problem and magnifying it and drawing more attention to a character or characters who necessarily did not deserve it, and there seems to be some kind of injustice in that whole thing. And it's, like I said, it's fascinating to see, and I personally love it. I give it 2 thumbs way up, 5 stars, hands down. Like I said, the acting was absolutely top notch, and Winona she knocks it out of the park. And Christian Slater, oh, he was brilliant, especially just how twisted and unstable his character really was. And then you feel pathos for him later, but then you hate him again. Even though at the end, I'm not going to say what happens, but at that point in time, you think, you saw it coming the whole time. But I really can't say that much about the film in and of itself, but they are going to redo it. And yeah, like most of the Heathers community, I am a little bit skeptical. I'm biased because I think that the original is the best, and of course the musical is also exceptional. It's phenomenal. If you haven't seen it, watch the animatic. I'd like to see it on stage. I think that would be just a treat galore. But I feel a little bit uncertain about who the cast members of this one are going to be, even though I did like the preview for the upcoming film. And I'll reserve my judgment until I've actually seen it, because now I've seen the original. Now I know what to expect, and now I know why it was rated R. It was very gory, very unsettling subject matter. A lot of PG-13 movies deal